name is Richardson. I'm from the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. I have been teaching in some form or another since 2005. I've worked in elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, colleges, universities. I've been here at Slippery Rock for the last 2 years. I have a background in curriculum design and number theory. Yeah, so it's interesting because especially with the autism and with the ADHD, it's more like I have just different perspective on everything. So it's more like, as opposed to it's a disability, it's just a different way of interacting with the world, a different way of participating in the world and seeing the world. PTSD is a little bit more difficult to deal with when that flares up. But because I can see things in different perspectives, because I see connections that other people don't see, then it's really helped me in my writing with curriculum and with seeing the connections of mathematics and how everything flows together. Yeah, so it's not like Rain Man, the movie Rain Man. So if you watch the movie, so the saying that is that if you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. It's not like you meet one person and everybody has the exact same symptoms, exactly the same way. It is a spectrum disorder. So is ADHD. It's also a spectrum disorder. So everybody's unique, and we are not going to flip out if you come talk to us. I mean, some of us might, but we want to help people understand what we're thinking and what we understand. There's a lot of bad things with autism, especially where they'll say we don't have empathy. That was a characteristic way back in the past. We do have empathy. We do care about people. I care a lot about people. We just don't show it the same way as everybody else. So, like, there's a myth that everybody with autism is good at math, which I understand I'm kind of not a good representation here because I'm in the math department. But the autism is not about just seeing the mathematics of things. Like, we can do all sorts of stuff. There's creatives with autism. We have all sorts of different things that we are able to go into. And you notice I'm not looking at you in the eyes because that's another characteristic of autism. But things that flare up, they'll flare up, but then sometimes they won't flare up and we can pretend to be normal, or we'll act normal. We are just like everybody else in the sense that we are people. We are not, if you go even further back, they said that autistic people weren't even people. So we are people, and we do exist, and we do care. And also, Autism Speaks doesn't speak for us. So most people think of the lighted up blue stuff, and that's not what most autistic people that I've spoken to, and most autistic people in the community, we do not, they don't speak for us. If they're interacting with me, if there's ever anything that doesn't seem like it's something that it's a little bit off, just call me on it, let me know, talk to me about it. But specifically with students, I would say if you have disabilities, you should definitely try to get help as soon as you can. I went a very long time without diagnosis, and I won't say it ruined my life, but it definitely impacted my life. It definitely set me back. Knowing a lot of the accommodations that are available to people with disabilities, you can get those accommodations, and it helps everybody around you, not just you. It's going to help you succeed and be beneficial and do what you want to do. And the more that you are live in shame, or the more that you hold yourself back from getting help, the worse off you'll end up being. So definitely try and get help if you can.